welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life on TGL Radio Show, opening your mind to living differently in the world with love, tolerance, compassion, and understanding for ourselves and everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m., but you can always tune in. Just because you don't hear us live does not mean you can't listen. You can always go to tglradioshow.com. Yes, we are on the web, tglradioshow.com. Just hit watch now, and you can catch up on your shows and do anything you want. I actually have a couple friends who work out to us because we're an hour, so it's like it's perfect timing to walk around the park, to walk on the lake, to, jog, get on a machine, whatever it is for you. So open your mind to living differently in the world and join us at tglradioshow.com. And speaking of joining us, I'm so excited about today because I have missed my partner for so long because speaking of our theme, she was motivated to take a step forward to change her community. And I'm just so blessed that my co-host due to radio regulations, I had to let her go for a little while because, she was really... I
took a leave of absence.
Yeah, she took a leave of absence. Well, but it was... I don't want to say a leave of absence because you weren't really gone. You were clearly here in spirit, but you weren't gone. You were really making a difference in our community, and we're just so blessed to be a part of your movement with Changing the East, because you've been on here for 2 years and almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years.
I know, yeah. And we've actually missed our October. Well, no, we did celebrate it. We did come back together
for my birthday.
Yeah, for your birthday, not for our anniversary.
Yeah, no. So you weren't here. So we'll have to have another one. What a problem. Look, we'll do that. So we're very happy to have her here today. And so with that, the theme this week has been motivation. So I believe Terrie will be here in a little while, and we'll go through some tips of motivation and what gets you motivated. But since we have Cyndi here in the hot seat, well, not really a hot seat because that's your seat. And I know. I didn't let anybody sit there while you were gone.
I always sit here, even when I was here last night on another show, and I sat here.
You were in someone else's show?
I know.
Oh, okay, but I get it. Now you got to do. I'll share you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But so you sat in your seat.
I sat in my seat. When I came in, I just sat directly on my seat.
Right, you're like
no one had to tell me where to sit.
We're gonna put your name on it.
Yeah, I know.
Cindy seat. So we're just really excited to have you here, and with the theme being motivation. This isn't something that community service hasn't been something that you've done just, yesterday, not even 1 year. It's literally been something that you've done like basically all your adult life, even young. What motivates you to do that? Because truly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not always motivated to give back. Like, I'm tired. Like, me raising a son and making sure that he's, a productive part of society. I'm like, that's my give back today. I'm tired. But like, you have 6 children, you give back to your community, and you're always doing something. What motivates you to give back?
I think just people in general. I mean, when I look around the community, and we're, Sean and I and my family been very blessed in many ways, but just looking at communities and want people to have quality of life, and I think that just motivates me every day. When I leave my home, I go outside and I look around. And, Pierre's always driving with me, and I'll be like,
and speaking of him, he's being quiet. I don't know why he's being so quiet, but Pierre Roberts, who has been a great partner with me, he helps me with a lot of scheduling, and he is a part of the Good Life radio show. And, he partially went on hiatus, but not really, because he was still always around, but has worked really closely with Cyndi. So we are a family up in the studio today, so I'm really excited to have them both here. Why are you so quiet? Say hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, but just going back to what motivates, just people in general. I mean, I just want people to do well, sincerely. And I don't care if you do better than me. I really don't, because I feel like I'm already blessed and fortunate already. And so I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I just want people that are stuck in into certain areas and have opportunity to expand, and to prosper, So, and that's it. And, of course, my children are a big motivator for me.
I was about to ask you that. Being a mom, we understand that I have 1, you're 6. So the motivation to create a better community for your children.
Correct. And, but then also always remember.
And all children.
Correct. Because, I see that, I want my kids to be well-rounded with the kids in the community. And so while I could control my children and provide for them, but I can't control the kids around it. So, what's the best way to do is to, help the entire community. And so in that way, not just your children, but it's for all the kids. And every kid deserves an opportunity to do well and to flourish. And I've always been a big believer of kids and will continue. And I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I say that with the election, I got so many parents that came up to me and goes, it was the kids that reminded me that I had to go vote for you.
Oh, wow.
And I said, my child never been involved in election before. And it could be because they didn't know who was running. But this time, they know you, Miss Cyndi Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
They know Cyndi Wynn. And they go, Mom, you got to go vote. I had grandparents that came up and say, my grandchild said that he prayed for you every morning.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. So it's like.
It just gave me chills.
I know. So it's just been really great. But I was very, and I think I mentioned this before I started, because, Serena got engaged.
Yes, and I wanted to make sure that we say that,
Yeah.
talk about a whole nother motivation.
Well, so that was another factor. So while I was campaigning and motivating people, right, here I have my 24-year-old engaged to this boy that, I'm still adjusting to the boyfriend. And I said, look at Pierre looking at me like
Say
it's
boyfriend.
fiancé, Cyndi.
Fiancé, right.
Like saying
Trying to
that.
adjust the word.
Okay, I get it. And then so.
I know it's hard to let your child, you don't say give your child away, but yeah.
So when they came and said, well, he popped the question first, you remember, I wasn't there.
Right.
I was really upset about it. Yes, I'm still upset about it. But anyway, so while I was campaigning, I said, and I thought about Serena. I said, you know what? I have to set a date for this girl. And Pierre's like, what do you mean you have to set the date? I said, it's about me. You know that. Right. It's about me. So anyway, I called Serena Wynn 2 weeks ago and gave her a wedding date.
Oh.
So we setting Serena wedding date. So I'm now in the wedding planning
You're
mode.
laughing, but it really, everybody has to be involved and make sure. I mean, what if she was like, I want to date during the election? That wouldn't have worked. I want to date during inauguration. That's not going to work. You got to get some parameters.
Yeah. So she's.
But you don't get to pick what I say I do. Jesus.
When do you have children, Pierre? Okay.
There's a reason I'm waiting.
Yeah. So her wedding day is going to be January 2019. But the best part about this.
It's Martin Luther King.
So
generally.
And not only that, but Sean and I will be 20 years during that year, too. So we have buku of celebration to celebrate.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But the most important thing is that I am hosting her bachelorette party. Ladies, so you guys hearing this.
So we'll be there.
So we're all going to Vegas. So if you want to go to Vegas, if you always wanted to go to Vegas, and you never had a girlfriend to go with, join us.
Join us.
You don't have to know Serena Wynn.
New Orleans goes to Vegas.
New Orleans going to Vegas, and we're looking at August the 3rd.
August the 3rd.
Which is the weekend before school gets back in.
Yeah.
So all the moms, this is an opportunity.
It's an opportunity for us. Well, I'm sign me up.
Yeah, that's right. We're taking Serena Wynn to Vegas for her bachelorette party.
I have felt like a part of the family,
Yeah,
getting to know you
yeah.
for these 3 years, and I feel like your kids are my kids too, and
Exactly.
I follow y'all on social media, and you're so just. I'm like,
so
I don't know how you don't stop. Like, I really don't. I'm tired of watching you.
Well,
sometimes.
so since you claimed Serena already, so
I have claimed her.
We're setting up the ceremonies for the mass. So we're Catholic, so
Yes.
she has to have a full-blown wedding mass.
Catholic, right,
Yeah.
right.
So she was talking about who gets to go down the aisle. I said, well, you got to have like a long strip from all your moms. My girlfriend. And she's like, Mom, then I would never say I do and you do. I said, well, all my girlfriends going to be there. We're all going to dress the same, so her color. I'm like doing all this, right? She's like, is it your wedding or my wedding? I said, well, I feel like it's my wedding.
But you know what? The motivation that you have when your children are taking these next steps in life, it's a big deal. And it is. And it's a big change that we go through, as parents. There are a lot of parents who are listening out there who are like, I understand exactly what she says. Because no matter what you do in life, know how successful or, this, that, and the other. When it comes down to your children, we all have these same, basic motivations with regard to our children.
And
we want the best for them.
correct.
And this is a big step for her.
This is a huge step for me.
For
You're
us.
losing the focus here. You're losing the focus here.
Like, I can't even imagine. My child's in 8th grade. I can't imagine. I'll be like, he's getting, what?
Yeah.
What?
So
gonna feed him
that
properly?
day I probably cry so bad that you guys have to bring a
We'll
bucket.
be there. Yes.
Bucket and boo-hooing, But I think, so I was, while we go through life and we have so many challenges, but, you got to make sure that you address issues in your community, in your own family. And so while I'm so grateful that Serena has been very patient with me.
Yeah.
Because And
I will say that when you do go through an election, a lot of us focus on the candidate.
Yeah.
And, I understand I've never been the candidate, but I've been a family member of a candidate. And it's not just you that goes through the process. It's the entire family and your friends, extended family, and everybody that goes through the process as well. So I know, she taking it off the burner, for a minute, and then you, making sure that you put it back on, I'm sure was very
Talking about the burner, did I tell you about what Shauna did?
No, tell me. I have got to catch up. You have not been here. I am motivated to catch up on everything.
So when I'm a working family, so I don't have buku money when we decide to run.
Right.
So Shauna was supposed to get braces this year. And we actually went to LSU, got everything examined, everything was set. And I was supposed to make the payment for her in August. Mm-hmm. Guess what we had to do?
You had to postpone it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And Shauna actually offered.
Really?
I know. I was like, but Shauna, is your money. I mean, Mommy saved it for you. She goes, yeah, but Mom, you running for office is also very important, and I want to make sure that you win.
Oh, wow.
And so when you have children like that and kids that make sacrifices, it's also motivate you to do the right thing as well. But then, I talked to Shauna last night and I said, listen, next year because you could only get in with LSU dental at the beginning of the semester, school year.
Right, gotcha.
So we can't get in now, even though we have the funds for it, so we got to wait. So she's like, Mom, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But I was telling Pierre she has these canine teeth up here, and it's been irritating her. And I told her last night, I said, well, maybe we could go get a dentist, and then we could just get it extracted. But I don't want to do it just in case if the orthodontist could actually move it down.
Right. Because then everything will
So in either way, So she made a huge sacrifice.
That
for me to run for office, and kudos to Shawnee as well.
That shows a lot, and I know we're talking about ourselves and our kids, being in things like this and what motivates us through different situations. But that goes a lot to say of the parenting between you and Sean, that she's that caring and selfless, to be perfectly honest. Most children are like, you said we were going to do this. This is what it is, and that's all that there is.
Yeah.
So, that goes to a lot about what you do and for the community and just in general, the person that you are,
So, Terry, we set the bachelorette party date for Serena Williams. We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas.
I know. I have missed y'all so much.
I know.
I don't know what to do with myself. I literally don't know what to do with myself. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, can I get back on the show now that I am elected?
Girl, you were here. Okay. Well, we'll have to read the city council charter and see what is allowed.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we're compliant.
Yes, exactly. Clearly,
yes.
We want to make sure that is taken care of. But doors are always open.
I could always swing by every Thursday.
Yes, you are clearly you are clearly always a co-host of the Good Life radio show, and I'm gonna be sad if she can't. So maybe we'll I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We'll definitely want to make sure we stay compliant.
Even if it's something that maybe we work with your office to give updates on what's going on.
I would love to.
That would be something that's cool, because that's something because that would be with your outreach, with your your liaison with your office.
Yeah, that would be great.
So no matter what it is, we will have some type of connection.
Because when I was campaigning,
this is special. I mean, I love all of my districts, but I've clearly been working with her for 3 years weekly, so it's a different level of relationship.
I was saying that when I was campaigning, I had people that came up to me and goes, "Oh my God, I finally get to meet you. I hear your voices all the time on WVOK 12:30 a.m." I was like, "Oh, I know, I missed that show." They go, "I missed." So it felt really good hearing about it on the campaign, but of course, truly. Miss Thursday at 11 o'clock, because I always tell you guys, it was kind of like therapy for me.
Yeah.
Right?
For all of us.
For all of us, I guess. Right?
And for the listeners, too. We hear that all the time when we go out.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to kind of share our perspective on raising kids and just
exactly.
things in general.
And what you're going through in life. And, you are a mom and a family person, first.
Yeah.
That is what you do is obviously community leader and now, council member elect. But I mean, you're a person and, we all have stuff that we're dealing with. I don't want to say the simple thing, but your child leaving the nest and, going to a next level in life, Terry's not in her head. That's something every parent who has a child of that age can understand. So, it's nice to know that our elected officials are human. So many times, we feel disconnected from them, and I truly believe that makes you, that is one of the things that has made you stand out, is that you are, you're like, I'm talking about my kids, my child's leaving, I miss her, it's that, you have these everyday things, I have triplet, boys that are young, and they all have different personalities, and, you're out doing this and that and the other, and, you're just very approachable and, authentic. So we just appreciate everything you do and the growth that you're going to bring to the East, and we're excited. Actually, I'll tell you this during the break, but I got an email from a friend yesterday, and they said that you absolutely made their month. They said with you winning, they were just so proud of the community, and so proud and excited to see what was going to happen in District E, because you've done so much with so little. And they were like, what can you do, now that you are able to have a little bit more influence with, regard to conversations and things of that. So we're really excited to see. And I know Terry, Terry, we'll just have to work in our times where we can, have girls' times to, just keep it. We'll have gumbo talk off the radio sometimes.
Absolutely, we'll have to, because she's got to put she has her roller skates on. No, Cindy's been having her roller skates
Right,
on.
exactly. I'm like, this isn't new.
One of the things that, I hear about Cyndi is her energy. And I know as a resident of New Orleans. Buku energy. As a resident of Eastern New Orleans, I'm happy that she is our council person. I mean, because we need somebody with that type of energy to move our district forward in the right way.
Right.
Okay, there you can move it forward, but there's a way that you move it forward. And I know that with her energy, her knowledge, her collaboration with people, people gravitate to Cyndi because of her personality. I know that's going to carry her forward.
I don't understand how you can't like her. Like seriously, if somebody was like that, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I don't want to be, I love you, obviously, but like, how many people do you really say that about? You're like, they have two personalities. No, she's just always nice. She's always Cyndi.
Yeah.
Always.
Or sometimes I could be anal too. And if I get that way, y'all just tell me.
But that'll be about something that
I'm very
we
passionate
want you to be anal about, like work or
or
getting a deadline or something. That's something clearly that we would want you to be. So, we're just really excited about the brand new opportunities, and I'm excited that you're here. And we will, for all of our listeners there, I know we don't want her to, have to go on another hiatus, but we'll try to work something out that the council allows to be able to get the information out there about what's going on.
And I think that's also very important, is to have an avenue for us to share, because we're going to be doing buku of work in the community, and we want people to stay engaged. I definitely, and I mentioned this on the campaign, that I cannot do this by myself.
Right.
And so we want to create opportunity for people to connect with us, either through the Good Life Show on Gumbo Talk on Thursday, for them to call in and ask questions about concern that they have. But we'll make sure that, legally and logistically that we're good to be on the show, but creating some sort of communication. Because, some people I don't get to see every day.
Right.
But I would love to connect with them either social media, through the radio, through all different kind of means. Technology is, it's
right. Everybody's on their phone now.
Correct.
Just with the amount of money that was spent through Cyber Monday, they said the majority of 88% or something crazy was spent on their phones.
Wow.
So there are more people that are having conversations and relating to people through their phone. So, maybe it'll be something through your office when you decide your structure, how people can meet. I'm sure you're all kind of creative, so I can't even imagine how you are going to revamp, and I'm just really excited to see it.
I know we're going to do Facebook Live. I'm going to do Facebook Live on Sunday at about 7 p.m. So I figure that by that time, everybody's already calmed down.
Yeah.
They've taken their shower, they're eating dinner, and they're watching TV, or they're just relaxing. And then I'll come on as an opportunity for people to ask questions.
Look
so they could communicate. So I'm committing myself on a Sunday afternoon, 7 p.m., and we're going to launch, as soon as we decide when we're going to launch it, we'll do advertisement for at least 2 weeks so people can kind of get into that schedule.
Right.
So that way, like I say, it's just trying to find out a different avenue for people to connect with me, because I want to connect with people.
Y'all hear this? I am so excited.
Right?
Literally, when have we had, people I call the office. Well, she's saying she's going to put herself right there. So,
So, if you call the office, if my staff didn't do what you could connect with me directly.
Right.
You could let us know. And that's something that we definitely want to make sure that we address. We're putting together a team that's going to be responsive to the community. And so we'll put in system and procedure, and this is a joke, but I do have a credit card system in place. Okay, how to manage it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
I'm bringing that.
Because everyone, they're going through, they're talking about one person, but all 7
correct
officers are going to be reviewed.
Yeah. And I think that's the only fair thing to do.
Yeah.
And not only that, but to learn from what they haven't been doing and to improve the policy.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Everything can be improved upon. We're
Correct.
all on a journey personally and through processes. It's all a learning experience. Yep. So we are really motivated in any way that we can help and support you and all elected officials. Let's be clear. The Good Life Radio Show is about moving the community forward with each and every one of you. So I'm so grateful to have you. I know you're, y'all, she's still my co-host first and foremost and my friend. And so we're going to take a quick break and we'll get back. And we've been talking about motivations this week, and we're going to reel Pierre in this conversation. I have Councilwoman-elect Cyndi Wynn, my co-host, but I figured I wanted to, be give.
It's the Cyndi Wynn.
I know.
Y'all know that.
I'm so proud of you that
Thank
I wanted to make sure that we
do a quick shout out for Alexis and Destiny. They're actually listening to us from Hammond, so they just text.
Shout out Alexis.
Yes. So you guys drive safe, okay?
Yes, please drive safely. We're going to take a quick
drive
break.
Safe, Godchild.
And if you haven't noticed, we have been doing some new segments on the Good Life Radio Show. So here are our affirmations. I'm really excited about them. I hope you enjoy. Gumbo Talk Thursday Affirmations with Eileen. Repeat out loud or in your mind to open your mind. I take responsibility for my thoughts and feelings. I attract all that I need and desire. I have more than enough. I always express myself truthfully and clearly. I fully approve of who I am. I embrace change. All that I need is within me. I surrender and let go of fear. I am grateful for all that I have. By repeating these affirmations, we begin to change our thoughts and our lives. Let's walk into the good life together.
A message from Foundation Preparatory Charter School. With an education, you have everything needed for a solid foundation. After surveying parents about what matters most, the results are in small class sizes, enriched learning, individual growth, cultural and art appreciation. Foundation Preparatory overachieves in all of these areas. Registration for the 2018-2019 school year is now in progress. Spots for kindergarten and first grade available. All other grades already full. Secure your spot today. Our doors are open to everyone, even if hablas Espanol. Connect with us on Instagram at Foundation Prep NOLA and online foundationpreparatory.org/7301 Dwyer Road. The results are in. Give your child a solid foundation. All are welcome. Thank you to the parents for making our school a success. FoundationPreparatory.org. Our doors are open to everyone, even if habla Espanol.
Hi, this is Bishop Henry Bolden. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to personally extend to you, your family, and your friends this invitation to join me for worship. That's right. Come experience God on a whole new level. Join me at Perfecting Life Church this week. Make weekend plans right now. Join me for our Tuesday night life service each and every Tuesday night at 6:45 p.m. Only 45 minutes. Come as you are, dressed comfortably. Bring your family and friends with you. Also, don't forget our electrifying Sunday morning worship experience at 9:45. That's right. Come as you are and watch God do something incredible for you. Join me, Perfecting Life Church, 2025 Whitney Avenue in the beautiful city of Gretna, Louisiana. Again, that's 2025 Whitney Avenue in Gretna, Louisiana. Listen, Perfecting Life Church is a place you can call home. Bring your faith, your friends, and your family. God bless you.
The Good Life Radio Show is brought to you by Carter Business Development. For information, advertising, rates, and packages, find us online at tglradioshow.com or call 504-400-7127. Open your mind and grow with the Good Life Radio Show today. Good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life on TGLRadioshow.com. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. But, of course, 11 a.m. isn't the only time you can hear us. You can tune in anytime. That is TGLRadioshow.com. TGLRadioshow.com. Go right there. We are live right now. Just hit the Watch Now button. You can see what's going on in studio or anytime. Why? Because it's the good life. You see my shirt that I'm wearing? You can go purchase a shirt online, and there's all different things you can do there. So get to know us. We're really excited about the growth that we are going through and just, all the possibilities in life. And we try to do it with love, compassion, tolerance, understanding. And with that being said, sometimes you need a little motivation. Mm-hmm. So I have a great cast of characters in here with me today, and Pierre's being quiet. I don't know why he's being quiet. But nonetheless, we have, look, I'm going to put you on blast because you have all kind of good stuff to say. I'm like, why are you so quiet? Anyway, we're going to talk about things that motivate us. So I want to, just go around and find out, what do you do to motivate you? And then after that segment, we do have a segment full of motivational kind of tips that I found online. So we'll go through what we do to kind of get ourselves motivated or to kind of bring us back. Sometimes you just, I'm having a bad day or I'm not feeling well or it may not be that. You just may be busy. And what keeps you motivated? And I know I'm going to start with Terrie. And look, she might be watching it right now because she came in here when I asked her about it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, they have this Denzel speech that he gave at Duke University." So I know one of the things you do is watch motivational speeches.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, at one point in time, I used to do motivational speaking to women. I used to get
hired. I didn't know that.
Absolutely. I used to go to women's meetings, and I was hired to give motivational speeches to women. It was fantastic. And what I want to share with the listening audience is the Denzel Washington speech that he gave to Duke University this year. Highly motivational. It is the best speeches I've ever heard. He said that if you're going to fail, fail big.
Yes.
But don't be afraid to fail.
Yes.
He said there is a test that you take. It's an IQ test that you take with dots, like 9 dots. And with the 9 dots, he said that you have to connect the dots without moving the pencil. And he said what you do is to make that dot IQ test work is you have to go outside the dot to make sure that you connect all of the 9 dots without lifting your pencil off of the paper. The reason why you have to go outside the box is that's the only way this dot IQ test works. That lets you know that you should think out the box all the time. Don't, think within the box and think that your dreams are never big enough.
You're giving me chills.
It is big enough for you. Living proof is Cyndi. Cyndi had a dream. She went after it with nothing. She had a hope, a promise, but she took the dots, put them together, went outside the dots, and look what happened to her life. Success. So dream big. Don't think about failure. Failure is an option only to you. You set yourself up for your failure. But if you dream big and you accomplish what you want to, the other thing he said was this. You can do a lot of work and get nothing done. So if you're going to work hard. But make sure when you work hard, you accomplish what you set out to do. That is motivation 101, but he speaks it in a way so eloquently. I ask everyone to please, log on to the Denzel Washington speech that he gave at Duke University.
I'm sure it's on YouTube. So you know what I'll do? I will find it after the show and put it on our social media platform. So make sure you go to @TGL Radio Show, @TGL Radio Show, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and I will put that up. Cyndi, I'm going to save you for last for this.
That's fine.
Pierre, you thought you were going to be quiet during the show, but guess what? I am not going to let you be quiet. What motivates you? Because I want you to give a short blurb about impact. And I'm going to be honest, and what you have done for your community by, your give back of time and efforts. Honestly, I was like, I don't know how he does it, and how are you motivated to do that? And, what continues to motivate you?
Sure.
Sure. Where do I begin?
Let's see.
You're like, let me count the ways.
Well, motivation for me is it's a few things. One is I'm a big fan of Gandhi. I love you have to be the change you want to see in the world. That's a huge one. Another one I love is success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm.
Yes.
Which is huge. And then another one is I won't let anyone outwork me. And it's about what you're willing to put into it. And I always talk, when we were on before, I talked about how starting a business is almost like having a child.
Yes.
So if you think about the amount of time, energy, and effort it puts into before that child is able to walk, before that child is able to crawl, before that child is able to run, that's what you have to be willing to dedicate to your dreams. And one of my favorite ones is, if you're willing to spend a few years of your life living like others won't, you can spend the rest of your life living like others can't. And being of service to others, because you have to give in order to receive. But you can't control what you receive. You can only control what you give, or planting seeds. So if you spend all your energy planting seeds, that's all you do, the right ones will harvest.
Yes. And
you'll reap the benefits. But instead of waiting to see what the benefit is, I'm too busy planting the seed. And whatever comes. It's
going to be continuous.
It's going to be
because
continuous.
Because you planted so many seeds.
And just keep doing it, and just keep doing it, and just keep doing it.
So how did you get there? Was there a mentor in your life that kind of, because I love the way your mind works, and I love meeting people who are conscious. I love meeting people who, have this type of energy and drive. But it's like, everybody does not have someone in their life that is like that. And so was there someone that motivated you to read a book that got you on a journey to begin to research for yourself? You know what I mean? Or was it maybe, you had a spiritual aha moment, or were you always innately that person? What kind of brought you there?
Loss.
Because
I lost, in my eyes, a couple times in my life, I lost everything that mattered to me, from close family members, losing a parent, having another bedridden, other things I went through, I lost. And through that, it erased fear. If you don't have anything to fear, you've lost the things that mattered most to you,
right?
Then you don't have that fear. And some people will let that turn into anger. But I looked at, what was systematically in place that I think led to the circumstances of my life, i.e., a lot of people don't know, but my father, he suffered from lack of quality education growing up. So I saw what that did towards his life and what paths it led him down, and how he set that example for me for making sure I had what he didn't have.
Right.
So it was, instead of turning that loss into anger, I turned it into a passion to try to see, if these are the things that cause the downfall of people I know, how can I dedicate my life to trying to prevent others from having to experience that? So I turned those experiences into a passion to try to help others. But it came from the loss of everything that mattered most to me.
Wow. But that is so amazing and so true for each and every one of us. And we may change that word loss into different things. It could be, hitting a brick wall, or, or falling off the cliff, or whatever those moments are for you, whatever you call it, your breakdown, your bathroom floor moment. You know what I'm saying? But look, and Terrie's nodding her head, but it's those moments that encourage us to change, because if not for them, we wouldn't. There's so many times that, I'd still be the person I was unless I had that, drop it on me moment. Serious, true. Look, you talk about loss. I'm talking about real. I would not have changed if not for God literally making me uncomfortable. And I say it all the time. I'm like, God, when he wants you to change, he makes you uncomfortable. He makes you have that loss. And sometimes we get so down on ourselves, but I'm like, on the other side of that is a breakthrough. And so that's what I want to motivate each and every one of you out there to understand, that, those brick wall moments, those losses, because look at the example that Pierre gave. He could have let that stop him, but he let that motivated him. He took it to the next level. And, with Cyndi, you had done some community stuff, and we talked about it before. There were people who were not motivating you to, take this step and to go out, on a leap of faith. Mm-hmm. But you did. And they could have motivated you in the wrong way.
Correct.
But where would our community have been if you had not, taken that step of faith, because people can motivate you to go the opposite way of what you're supposed to be going if you're not listening to who you are, know who you are,
That's right.
and move forward. So can you speak a little bit to that type?
Yeah. And I'll be very honest, and you guys know this. I was nervous, about making that leap. Trying to decide, it's like, okay. But then I guess at the end of the day for me was like, as long as I'm serving the community, win or lose, I've already felt like I was winning already.
Wow.
And so I just think having that attitude, but then not only that, but connecting with people that step up to the plate. So if I could just talk about the supporters.
Yes.
Because you guys know that I ran a very grassroots campaign.
Yeah.
Even though I was motivated, but I had buku of people around me that were also motivated to get us to the victory line. From in-kind services to people that are just willing to go with me every day and just drive me around and just be my bouncing board, people calling, people canvassing door to door with me. And so, that looking at the supporters, that also motivated me to continue to always do what's right for the people. And I even say this during campaigning that if I'm going to ask you to go out and ask your family and your friends to vote for me, that means that I am carrying that responsibility. And I take those responsibility very seriously. And I'm not just asking for vote and then not adhering to what I'm committed to. I'm still carrying that out, still very fresh. I believe that even 2 years from now, I'll be talking about the campaign like I just campaigned yesterday. And that's the energy that I bring to the seat. But, my motivation comes from people around me, like you guys. It's so great to kind of be back together, having this good feeling, right?
Yes.
And then, but of course, this is going to end once we leave here. But then I go out and I see other people that are also doing good work that may not get that recognition, but I'm feeding off on them of the positiveness that they're doing.
Right.
So, for me, it's always been about people that really keeps me going. And sometimes once in a while a chocolate bar will keep me going.
What's your favorite? Maybe, our constituents will be like, oh, Cyndi.
Snickers.
You like Snickers?
The almond chocolate.
Oh, yes.
Remember the Mars bar?
What motivates you? Yes.
Remember the Mars bar
yes.
and whatchamacallit?
Yes.
The
they still have whatchamacallit.
You never had the
You never had a whatchamacallit? Like the little Crispies in it?
Yeah, the whatchamacallit.
Caramel.
Oh, they used to have a whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
Terry doesn't
that commercial used to be hilarious, too.
Yes. You never had a whatchamacallit?
Oh, we will have to get her one. We have a
right.
store next door. We'll have to get you a whatchamacallit. I wonder if they have
You
one.
never had a whatchamacallit?
Oh, we are going to have to get you a whatchamacallit.
Never.
What?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know who owns them, but you're welcome. They'll have all these people buying whatchamacallits today.
Yeah.
Really? And you're like the cook who knows about food and stuff. Well, I guess that's Candy. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
We still love you.
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't.
No.
My favorite is Elmer's. I only get them once a year at Easter
Elmer's.
time. Gold brick egg.
Gold brick
Elmer's
eggs.
gold brick eggs. Remember, those are the best, man.
Well, speaking of it, we're going to end this segment, but let's end it, on a funny note. What they gave us their motivational foods or stuff that they like when, what's that pick me up at 3 o'clock, Pierre? That candy or that thing that you like. Cyndi likes Snickers and whatchamacallits. Terry likes Elmer's gold brick eggs. What do you like?
I'm either my time for a pick me up is usually 1 a.m. because I'm still working, and I'm either in the kitchen doing pancakes or beignets.
Really?
One of the two, yeah, 1 a.m.
Well, you didn't invite us over.
I know we like pancakes and beignets.
Well, for the
I
past,
don't know about
for the
1
past
o'clock.
few months, I've been putting out signs at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
so.
Cindy's like, yeah, I forgot about that. All right. So we'll give you a pass. Well, Aiden would love you because he loves pancakes. So let us know if you have any special pancake recipes. What gets me?
It's called
I like
Aunt Jemima
now and
Complete.
laters. I like now and laters.
And
yeah.
it's like 10 pounds soaking wet.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. I love now and laters. And that's because they have fast metabolisms. They can just eat
walk a lot. Well, I walk a lot. Like before the campaign trail, I walked the CBD in the French Quarter usually 3 times a day for business purposes, going from business to business, talking to people,
kept
and
motivated.
And to I'm not one that's going to go to the gym at all, so I would trick myself to exercise.
There you go.
Like, I'd park by the hospital.
Look,
all purpose.
Speaking of motivation,
to go to a meeting at the SBA office and force myself to have to walk.
That is what's up. See, y'all, these little motivational tips. Get excited, because that's what we're going to talk about on the other side of the break, motivational tips. But I'm going to continue to keep you motivated with your affirmations. And I have to say before we go into them that I have truly been doing them for maybe a month now, a month and a half, consistently every day. And I can honestly tell you my life has changed. I would not be putting these on the radio if they did not work, especially the little money ones. I'll just say I had $140-some come out of nowhere today. And I was like, I forgot about that. Thanks, God. So I'm just letting you know it works. I can manifest 147. I can manifest 147 million. Watch me, and so can you. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to go into our affirmations first. Gumbo Talk Thursday Affirmations with Eileen. Repeat out loud or in your mind to open your mind. I take responsibility for my thoughts and feelings. I attract all that I need and desire. I have more than enough. I always express myself truthfully and clearly. I fully approve of who I am. I embrace change. All that I need is within me. I surrender and let go of fear. I am grateful for all that I have. By repeating these affirmations, we begin to change our thoughts and our lives. Let's walk into the good life together.
A message from Foundation Preparatory Charter School. With an education, you have everything needed for a solid foundation. After surveying parents about what matters most, the results are in small class sizes, enriched learning, individual growth, cultural and art appreciation. Foundation Preparatory overachieves in all of these areas. Registration for the 2018-2019 school year is now in progress. Spots for kindergarten and first grade available. All other grades already full. Secure your spot today. Our doors are open to everyone, even if hablas Espanol. Connect with us on Instagram at Foundation Prep NOLA and online foundationpreparatory.org/7301 Dwyer Road. The results are in. Give your child a solid foundation. All are welcome. Thank you to the parents for making our school a success. FoundationPreparatory.org. Our doors are open to everyone, even if habla Espanol.
Small businesses play an important role in society, and L&R Security is no different. L&R Security delivers safety and comfort to our neighborhoods, events, apartment communities, conventions, work sites, festivals, and your business. L&R Security can be reached at 504-943-3191 to ensure the safety of your employees, customers, family, friends, and you. L&R Security has made its mark in the security arena for over 37 years and will faithfully continue that tradition. Call today for your personalized consultation to ensure your security needs are met. L&R Security differentiates itself by creating partnerships with our clients and guards. We are now hiring armed and unarmed guard professionals, retired military, sheriffs, and PD to grow with us and impact our community. Be a part of the change with L&R Security. Call us now at 504-943-3191. 504-943-3191.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tammy Lewis Wilborn, owner and Chief Clinical Officer of Wilborn Clinical Services and founder and producer of the annual Black Women's Wellness Conference. Wilborn Clinical Services provides professional and culturally responsive clinical services to meet the needs of a diverse community. Located in the historic Farmore community, we are minutes away from downtown New Orleans. If you're an individual, couple, or family looking for counseling in a warm, non-judgmental environment, call 504-509-3995. Are you a pre-licensed counselor looking for clinical supervision, interested in professional and personal development opportunities, or need an experienced consultant, call Wilborn Clinical Services at 504-509-3995. Find us on the web at www.wilbornclinicalservices.com. Follow us on Facebook at Wilborn Clinical Services. Do it today, because at Wilborn Clinical Services, we build healthy community, one client at a time.
The Good Life Radio Show is brought to you by Carter Business Development. For information, advertising, rates, and packages, find us online at tglradioshow.com or call 504-400-7127. Open your mind and grow with the Good Life Radio Show today. And welcome to the Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on TGL Radio Show. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, tolerance, compassion, and understanding for ourselves and everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. Make sure you tune in. We are always live because you can always go online and hit the Watch Now button. You can catch up anytime that you want because it's the good life. So thanks so much. We want to have everybody join in. If you're watching live, you can see the Good Life Radio T. It is available online as well at tglradioshow.com. Just hit the TGL gear button and you can be a part of the movement. So we had to say goodbye to our co-hosts because they all have to help move our community forward. So our co-host Terry Guerin and our new council-elect Cyndi Wynn. She was obviously our co-host for 3 years, and we're so proud of her and excited that she is helping the community move forward in District E. And, of course, we have Pierre Roberts, who has been working with all of us and with the Impact Group. So they had to leave and take care of, go to their next meeting for 12. But they did not leave you in terrible hands. They left you with me. I think we're good with that. And so this week has been about motivation, and we're going to go into some tips to kind of bring you back, or, you know, some tips to maybe like keep it in your line of your view when we need a little bit of a little pick-me-up or whatever it may be. Some people post a picture, and we've talked about this so many times, the importance of visualization. And I can speak to this because when I got my car a couple years ago, before I got the car, 6 months before it, I decided I just wanted a new car just in general, and nothing was wrong with my car. I was like, you know, it's going to be that time soon. Started looking for things. And I was like, you know what? I really want this car. So I would always go look at it. And I honestly wasn't doing it with the intention of the visualization technique, but I can see how what I was doing was that, just like gravity. It works whether you know it works or not, or having understanding of it. You're still walking on the ground. And so the same thing with visualization. I was looking at it, you know, I was putting energy into it, and I was, you know, researching it and doing all this, and it manifested itself, and I brought it to fruition. So we can do that each and every day with whatever we want, and you can remain motivated by, you know, finding a picture of what you want. Say you want to go on vacation and you have no idea how or when you're going to get there. Let's just say you don't even have to know the how. You really don't. Get a picture of wherever you want to go. You want to go to Tahiti. Get a picture of Tahiti. Have the word written out somewhere. You want to go to have a European vacation. You want to go to Paris. You want to go wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do. Get a picture of it, even if it's a picture, if it's a goal, no matter what it is. And here's some tips. Maybe put it near your desk. You're at work, you know, just as much as you're at home. Take a picture of it, put it on your desk. You know, even, you know, take the time and the effort to put it in a frame, you know, whatever it is for you. Put it on your refrigerator, for example. One of the best ones for me is how many times a day do you look at your phone? get a picture of it and put it as the background on your phone. You're going to look at it 10 million times a day, as many times as you go to your phone. And it may not just be a picture of something. It could be a financial goal. If you have a financial goal, in true story, and I've said this story before, but I'm going to say it again with motivating yourself. I was like, I was at a point in time and I was like, I want to increase my funds. I want to grow financially. So what I did was I had a notebook. It was a simple notebook, and I took a pen and I was like, I'm going to sign my autograph as if I'm endorsing checks. And so I'm just going to endorse checks. So every day, I do it a couple times, and I was like, I visualize myself endorsing checks. And lo and behold, in a month and a half, true story, I was working with a group, and part of what they needed me to do because they were out of town was to pick up checks and to deposit them. So funny, I was endorsing checks, but it wasn't for me. So you have to be a little bit specific about exactly what you want to do. So now I'm like, I want to endorse checks for me. I want to deposit it into my account. So true story, but funny, but just something to motivate you. Keep it in your vision. Keep it in your line of sight. It will help you. With regard to maybe even a goal or financial goal, get a buddy, whether it is someone who wants a travel buddy, whether it could be a financial buddy, whether it is a workout buddy, whatever it is for you. Maybe you're meeting a financial planner together, or you're meeting the same person, or you decide on, training together, or maybe you don't train together at all and you just simply, text each other. Oh, did you go to the gym today? Oh, I did this, or you did that. Are you drinking your water? Whatever it may be. Get a goal or a partner or a buddy that will maybe help you keep you motivated into doing it. And here's one of the things that I had to learn myself. That was probably the hardest thing for me. Do it in small amounts, because when I get a grand idea, I'm like, oh, I want to get this done. And then I may become overwhelmed. I'm like, wait, time out. How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. I'd always look at the big goal and be like, I want to do that. And I think I should be jumping from 0 to 60. And when I don't get to 60 fast enough, I get down on myself, or I've, given up, or, taken a break from it. But if you can take whatever the goal is and put it in little incremental milestones and give yourself a pat on the back. I had a hard time with that too. And I've been doing this radio show, I'm growing the listenership. It may not be where I want it to be eventually, but look at how far I've gotten from where I started. So it's just opening your mind to living differently in the world. And so take that time and give yourself a pat on the back and break it down into small mini goals and small mini milestones, so that you can see your improvement. You can see how you have accomplished something, and you can see how you're moving forward. Let's see. Find inspiration on a daily basis. Pierre is big on motivational quotes. Terrie was saying how she was big on motivational speeches. Cyndi was saying how she is big on, the people surrounding her, how they help support her and they help motivate her. Everybody has a different way of doing things. If it is motivational quotes, or if it is motivational speeches. I don't know about y'all, but I have them readily available in my phone. I have them on YouTube. And if you go on YouTube, number one, subscribe to my channel, TGL Radio Show. Make sure you do that. Subscribe. That's number one. But there are ways where you can create playlists. And they're in different, whatever your, medium is that you listen to, radio or anything like that, there are ways that you can save things. So, save a motivational quote, save a motivational movie. It may be a song. It may be a song that gets you up and gets you going. Make sure that you have these things readily available to keep you moving forward. Here's some other ones I wanted to just kind of go through while we have time. Take a class. Refresh yourself on something. Sometimes you just need to be motivated. Sometimes what motivates you is to be refreshed. Sometimes you need to be refreshed. We go through, attorneys, doctors, whatever you do in your day-to-day business. Sometimes it gets a little heavy doing your business day-to-day, and you may have forgotten why you started it. Sometimes a refresher course on the technology in the business, or, if in plumbing or marketing, just learning about the new tips and tidbits can kind of get you motivated to start again, kind of gives you a breath of fresh air, gives you a reason to just try something something new. So be open to trying something new in your industry. Take a class. Get out of the mundane day-to-day office. Do something different to kind of revitalize yourself and revitalize your employees, because sometimes when we aren't motivated, the people around us aren't motivated as well. Let's just say the energy spreads. It really, really does. So just open your mind with regard to that. Let's see, create a friendly, mutual, supportive competition. That's always a good motivation. I don't know about y'all, but I love some friendly competition. You know, with working out, I make fun of Bashan's because he doesn't like to jog, but he prefers the gym. So we have a friendly competition where, you know, I'll do what he likes or he does what I like. Or, you know, I have a friendly competition with, you know, how many ounces of water we drank that day. And we like keep each other motivated like that. Or, you know, whatever it may be. It may be you and your sales team. Y'all may have a friendly competition of, you know, how much you got done this week, whatever it may be. But these are just some friendly tips or friendly motivating tips that can, you know, really kind of revitalize you, give you a little bit of energy. Because sometimes all it takes is $20 to have a motivation, you know, or gas money. Think about in your office. You're like, oop, $20 gas money. Whoever does this or whoever is the, you know, how about acts of kindness? Whoever does acts of kindness gets the $20. You know, sometimes it's just it's the simple things in life that can get us motivated. So open your mind to live differently in the world. And I know this can be difficult sometimes, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. It really is a muscle. Think positively. Try to monitor your thoughts. And, of course, we can't do that we can't do it 24 hours a day, but we can be mindful of what we're thinking, and we can be present in the moment. And if you've, you know, fallen off and you've had a negative moment or something happened, take a moment and take a deep breath and remind yourself of the blessings that you have in everything you have and are grateful for. And start with maybe you have 2 feet, you have eyes, you have ears to hear what I'm talking about right now. Some people don't have that. So open your mind to living differently in the world. I hope some of these motivational tips helped you to walk into the good life. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. I am really excited because tomorrow is the 1st of December. So we're going to start a lot of our new segments and new things, because tomorrow we are starting our book club. So Duan is my partner in crime for our book club. I have reeled her in to reading a book a month with me. And so if you have some ideas about books that you enjoy, please get them together, and we're going to discuss them tomorrow. We're going to decide on a book tomorrow. I'm not going to do it myself. I'd love for you to give me your feedback, and we'll talk about it on social media as well. So follow us at TGL Radio Show, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll talk about the books that we like, and we'll decide on one tomorrow. It's the good life, y'all. Join us, and I'm out.